Hey guys, Gavin Gear here from UltimateReloader.com and MakingWithMetal.com. It's time for another update here on GavinTube, and that means two things. First, I'm going to announce the winner to the last challenge that I issued. Pretty good prize. And second, I'm going to issue a new challenge. This week you're going to have a chance to win a $50 gift certificate for your next order from Starline Brass. Okay, the last challenge was for a chance to win this Lyman All-American 8-stage cast iron made in USA turret reloading press with on-press priming. Tell us all about what you do when you load hunting ammunition. Tell us about which cartridge you're reloading. Tell us about all the different steps. Show us your reloading room. Basically, tell us how you assemble ammunition with the hopes of stopping that animal, of killing that animal on the first shot, an ethical, safe, reliable kill. And we had a lot of great stories that were shared on Facebook. I read through all of them. It's really hard to pick a winner for these things. But the one that bubbled up to the top was submitted by Erin Peterson. Let's all congratulate Erin Peterson. What he talked about was his .308 Winchester reloading equipment setup, process, everything. He's got a really interesting approach that uses a Hornady lock and load AP progressive press. He's got neck mandrels, and he's developed a process where he can get about 2/1000ths of run out on his bullet, which is really great. And he gets about half MOA accuracy. Great setup, and I'm curious to know more about that. In fact, if you want to read about that, I'll post all of the details that he submitted for that Facebook story in the accompanying blog post, which would be the first link in the video description. So thank you all for the stories that you submitted. I'm working through hunting ammo. I've got some. I'm going to be loading a little bit more. I just did the story on the Berger 156 grain 6.5 bullets. Those things are really awesome. Last year I used Hornady 143 ELDX. I've got some other cool stuff coming up that's going to be in play by deer hunting season. Right now for me it's bear hunting season. I'm just excited about all this stuff. So Erin, I'll be contacting you via Facebook and we'll get you all sorted out with the Lyman folks and get you your new press. Congratulations! So the second part, okay, I want to first tell you a little bit about what I'm doing here because I'm working on a pretty cool story. I've been working with the Starline team to better understand the brass manufacturing process at the factory. In fact, if you read my 6.5 Creedmoor white paper, which I'll also link to in the video description, which I did in cooperation with Starline, there's some details about how they build brass at the Starline manufacturing plant, their bottleneck rifle cartridge manufacturing process in kind of a nutshell. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to take something like Starline's 223 Basic? These are basically what Starline would start with for 223 Basic after the basic forming process, but before the neck and shoulder is formed and before the tapered body portion is formed. So you could form these into 223. I've got 2545 sharps. This is a little preview into the process that I'm working on. I'm using 223 Basic brass. I've got the Annealing Made Perfect Amp Mark II machine here. I learned talking with Starline that annealing is a really important part of doing the hardcore forming like this because you're working the brass so much that if you don't, it's really likely to crack and it's not going to last very long. So I've been kind of mimicking part of the brass manufacturing process, and I will be posting a full story on that. So on the topic of Starline, I thought let's give you guys some Starline bucks. So the challenge this week is going to ride on the coattails of the last challenge. This is a more general story around hunting. Share your hunting stories. I would love to hear some handgun hunting stories with pictures. Maybe you have a Smith & Wesson 500 or something like that, or you're shooting a 44 mag or a 357. Doesn't matter what it is. I'd love to see handgun hunting stories and rifle hunting stories. Do you use an AR-15 to hunt big game? I'd like to see the pictures. Do you use a really high quality bolt action rifle? I would like to see those pictures. Tell us what rifle you're using. Tell us what ammunition you're using. Show us pictures of the game that you've taken. Take a moment to write it up. You can do that by clicking on the first link in the video description, which will be a link to the Facebook post where you can just easily share that story and those pictures and tag 2 friends. Make sure you tag them. Or if you don't have Facebook. If you hate Facebook, if you think Facebook is a Russian conspiracy, no problem, because if you go to my About section here on YouTube, you can get my email address and you can email me your story, email me your pictures. It'll work just as good. And I've already picked winners that have submitted via email. So don't worry, this is a fair contest, but ultimately I decide the winner. So good luck, everyone. Share your hunting stories. I can't wait to read about them. I'm in hunting season right now and I'm just really pumped about it and really excited and want to hear about what you guys have been successful with. So make sure you subscribe with notifications. Got a lot of cool stories coming up. Good luck on this week's challenge. Until next time, happy shooting and happy reloading.